Greetings. Today we'll continue with part 2 of Perpetual Prayer by the Word. We'll talk about the examples where the calling and the hearing of our request to God was being made. We continue in Psalm 102, verse 2. Hide not thy face from me in the day when I am in trouble. Incline thy ear unto me. In the day when I call, answer me speedily. Again, a polite request. Psalm 118 and verse 5, I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. Psalm 120 and verse 1, in my distress I cried unto the Lord, and he heard me. Psalm 138 verse 3, in the day when I cried, thou answered me and strengthened me with strength in my soul. A great clarification needs to be made. There is a difference between viewing God as a petty servant meeting our every whim and a sovereign who rescues us from all perils when we politely ask. Once again, David pledges to keep, to guard, and to obey God's word, a thought which is continued in this next verse, Psalm 146. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. Cried is the same exact word from the previous verse. However, the request is not to be heard, rather to be saved. The word save means to make free by saving, rescuing, delivering, preserving, defending, avenging, or winning the victory. And this is the third of three uses, that is the final one in Psalm 119. The word keep in this verse adds the concept of placing a protective hedge around something to the idea of the word in the previous verse. The word testimonies is the synonym chosen for this verse, which emphasizes is the written witness which God has recorded for us. So verse 147 says, I prevented the dawning of the morning and cried, I hoped in thy word. The word translated prevented has a basic meaning of preceded. Thus David is speaking arising before the dawning of a new day to petition God. The word from which the dawning of the morning comes has a basic meaning of the breeze at the beginning or the ending of the day. The word cried in this verse is a different one from the one in the two previous verses. However, the distinction only seems to be in the volume level of the cry. Here it seems to indicate a maximum volume. Why would David cry to God with maximum volume before the dawning of a new day? For the same reason, we should do so on a daily basis. Hope in God's word is our only hope of receiving saving, enabling, sustaining, and satisfying grace for each and every trial of life. The 5th Psalm, verse 3 says, my voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. Psalm 83, verse 18. But unto thee have I cried, O Lord, and in the morning shall my prayer prevent thee. A secondary meaning to meet, usually for help. How about this for a typical morning greeting? Good morning, Lord. It's your problem child, and I'm going to need your help again today. Psalm 130, verse 6. My soul waiteth for the Lord more than they that watch for the morning. I say more than they that watch for the morning. I remember all those nights of working the graveyard shift as a policeman, especially the last and darkest hour before dawn. My body yearned for sleep, but once dawn broke, things changed. And according to Psalm 130, verse 6, Such struggle is not a new thing. We look to Psalm 30 and verse 5, for his anger endureth but for a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.